Well, hey, my friends, you're watching Wired Up Retro, episode number 87. And today, my episode is all about the Atari 5200 because I have a new controller that's been released. It's in the box. I'm going to do a little unboxing here in a moment. This is made by David Nelson of Cyber Freak Enterprises. He's the guy behind the Atari 5200 controller that is actually a Jaguar gamepad that has been converted. So for probably around $60, you can ship him your Atari Jaguar controller, and he will convert it to work on the 5200, not just the D-pad and the buttons, the fire buttons, but also the keypad, and that's kind of cool. Anyway, he's been in the 5200 game for a bit now, and he's now making this new controller, which I'm really excited to show you. And this is very nice. It definitely is top-notch quality, and he sells it for a top-notch price, $129.99. So if you're a 5200 fan, this may well be worth your paycheck money. So I would definitely say we're going to open it up, we're going to check it out, give it a good thorough review, and we'll see what we think, see how it works with all the games. Hopefully every game on the 5200 can work with it. All the single player games should work, not dual stick games because it's not a two-stick joystick, but the single stick games. So let me do this little unboxing and we'll take a look at it. All right, came nicely packaged in a cardboard box. Get this thing open. Can't wait to see what we've got in here. All right, looks like some nice quality packaging. I'm going to speed this up a little bit so we can get to the fries here. All right, let's go ahead and get this cellophane off of here. It's lightweight. It really isn't really heavy or anything. And wow, what a nice looking product. I definitely like this joystick. And yeah, recenters, look at that. A little different from what you get on the regular 5200 controller. Buttons are all feeling very nice. Nice tactile feel. I would say good quality product all around. Yeah, and I just want to bring this really close so we can see this nice quality workmanship. These grip pads are very nice. I like them. Rubber. Okay. So yeah, all around just a very good quality product. I really like that keypad. The overlays can be placed in there. In a moment I'm going to show you that. But it is one of the few controllers for the 5200 besides the original joystick that has a place for the keypad overlays. So there's my Star Raiders keypad overlay. Look at that. And it does slide right in there and it stays put. I really like the feature that this has. And yeah, I'm pressing to make sure the buttons are right underneath each icon. It seems that it is working as it should be. Now, here's the game H.E.R.O. I definitely want to show this game off. This game has a unique feature, unlike all the other console versions, in that if you just tip that joystick about halfway up, you can actually hover in the air. And of course, if you press it all the way up, then you'll go up. Or if you press down, it'll make him go down. You can actually just let go of the stick and he'll go down. So it's unique helicopter physics. So anyway, I like H.E.R.O. That snake always gets me. All right, let's try going over to a helicopter game. This is Choplifter. And I just want to show off how this stick is it's just doing a very good job with the analog aspects. Just take a look at, I'm tipping the joystick down and then I'll tip it up a little bit, tip it up more. The variable speed with each movement of the stick is quite noticeable, and I'm really liking the way the 5200 does these analog games. So the objective of this game is to collect as many prisoners of war as you possibly can and bring them back to your home base before they get shot up by the tanks that are trying to kill you. There's my home base. Now, I'm going to have to feather the throttle a little bit here. Oops, I landed not exactly in the right spot. There, now I'm in the right spot. So anyway, this controller is wonderful for doing things like feathering the controls. In an analog game, you're going to want that, and this offers it true analog control. Some of the more recent 5200 controllers that have come out, like the Maker Matrix controller, use kind of a simulated analog with a digital controller inside. So this is actually very special. This controller, being a modern day controller, I'm kind of surprised it actually has a setup that's true analog. You know, I wanted to show Pac-Man because, you know, with the 5200 controller not being exactly wonderfully recentering, this offers recentering, and for a game like this, I think it's working very well. There's a bit of a learning curve, I have to say, but I think I'm doing all right. Now in a moment I'm going to skip ahead and we'll just finish out the level, but I just want to show you that I'm getting a little bit better the more I play the level. Yeah, it feels good, I will have to say. Enjoyed playing some Pac-Man on my 5200. I'm gonna do it. Look at that. All right, finished up the level. All right, now we're off to missile command. Let's go ahead and see how the analog is controlling here. Yeah, I'm definitely liking how accurate I can place those missiles. You know, the best controller for this game is truly the trackball, but this is second best. I definitely am liking it. You know, it does recenter, but it's not a real heavy amount of recentering, which is what I really like about this joystick. You know, if it was a really heavy amount of recentering, you know, a very large spring in there that springs back when you let go of it, this would be making this game not very good, but it's just light recentering, so I think it's pretty awesome. It works well. Oh yeah, and I want to show you another analog game. This game requires that analog stick. If you're trying to use digital stick, forget it. You have to place your shots, which, you know what, it's a little challenging. This game has some unique hit detection. Sometimes I disagree with it, that's all I can say. But, you know, for the most part, I'm enjoying the game. It's definitely more fun when you get to the Death Star than it is in outer space. Those TIE fighters are quite elusive to hit. All right, so I've skipped ahead here. We're heading into the towers level. Yeah, it's definitely a good game for placing your shots with an analog controller. Again, it'd be perfect if the stick wasn't recentering, but it's, again, just such a light amount of recentering. I don't think that big of a factor. So I'd say it's a pretty good controller for this game. You know, they could have made this game with the trackball support, but they didn't, unfortunately. So this is really, truly, I think, one of the best ways to play Star Wars the arcade game, definitely. Nice controller for this. Making the trench run here. Talk about a nail biter. I've never been good at this game. I am definitely challenged by this game. Uh-oh, now we're in trouble. Oh, that's it. All right, forward to the next game. I play a little Zaxxon. This is a game I played a lot as a kid. I had this in a local arcade, so I wouldn't say I got great at it, but I enjoy it. It's definitely a fun game for me to play. This is actually the newest version of Zaxxon for the 5200, kind of a revamped version. And once you get into outer space, you got to decide, am I going to fly low or am I going to fly high? It's kind of tricky to get on the same level or the same plane as these planes. But once you're there, you can start nailing them. From time to time, you get a few of them. Here's another game. This is actually a prototype game that was going to be released in the 80s, but wasn't. Here I'm manipulating this asterisk key and the pound key to make my selections. So yeah, those keypad numbers or symbols work. So Xevious is complete, and it is a nice game to play. I definitely like it, and considering it was never released, I think it's pretty nice. Definitely a fun game to play. It's a 2-button game, so you're going to be landing bombs, also shooting your missiles. All right, let's play a little bit of Kaboom. Now this definitely requires an analog controller. And again, just light feathering of this stick is working, although maybe I'd prefer a paddle, even a trackball to this. And yeah, I am definitely not a great Kaboom player, but on these kind of semi-slow levels, I can kind of hold my own. It gets fast really quick though. Here we go. Oh no, oh no. Oh. Now, once you finish the game, I'm not going to keep playing this. Then you actually can put your initials up there, and it's done through this analog controller. I'm just putting wired up retro here as my initials. All right, W-U-R, there we are. All right, let's play a similar game. This is Super Breakout, and again, maybe not my favorite type of controller to use to play this game. I'd rather use a paddle, even a trackball. But, it can work, and it works pretty well. Definitely good placement of your paddle using the analog joystick. So yeah, you get the idea. I'm definitely having some fun here. Now I also like the game Kicks, and this game basically has you as this little character trying to not get touched by the special Kicks electronic thing. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm trying to avoid it and drawing lines, trying to get most of the screen covered. There we did pretty well there. And let's move a little to the right, go up, try not to get hit. All right. So I covered, I don't know, maybe 60, 70%, 75% coverage there. That's pretty good. Now we got 2 of them. This is a little later on in the game. Touched me. See, that's what happens. Don't worry, folks. I got this covered. We're gonna do well. Now, if you can get in between them and have them not touch you, that gives you a great bonus. I think you get double points now. That was a close one. Anyway, with an analog stick like this, it's working great to play these kinds of digital games. All right, here's another digital game. This one is Blaster, and I'm going to be blasting away. This is, again, another Atari 5200 prototype game that never ended up getting released in the 80s, but was eventually released in the past 10 years or so. This game has, it's really a 3D kind of game. You've got space levels and on planet levels. Right now I'm trying to pick up my astronauts. Just collect them. Ooh, missed one. There we got him. Got him. Yeah, you'd think this would be an analog game, but I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure this is just digital controls. Sometimes you feel like they're a little sluggish when you try to go up. It seems slower than you'd want it to go, but it's just the way that game is designed. Now up ahead, there's going to be an E for energy, which I want to pick that up because that'll get me through the level. There it is. Line myself up. There we go. This game will give you a seizure. Sorry for those of you who just now had a seizure. now for my final thoughts. So yeah, all in all, I'm extremely happy with the construction of this controller. Definitely the analog is just right there where it should be. True analog, definitely a great controller for the analog games. I definitely liked playing Pac-Man with it, and that recentering stick was quite great compared to the original 5200 controller. You know, this is definitely great for those recentering type games. Dig Dug, Pac-Man, Ms. Pac-Man, etc., etc. Although, you know, there was maybe a little hint of a dead zone. I don't think you could do any better with an analog stick in these days with what's available on the market to produce this kind of joystick. So ultimately, I think I'm extremely happy with the end result. I would definitely recommend this product. If you guys have the bucks, just go ahead and put it in. It's a high-end joystick for the Atari 5200. So definitely, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I had a whole lot of fun playing these games, giving it a try, and we'll have some future videos that have some other interesting gaming controller options for the Atari 5200. I have had a couple of videos in the past about the BlissBox Gamer Pro and Gamer Pro Advanced, and this is going to potentially produce some very interesting options for the Atari 5200, so stay tuned. I'm going to be showing off that adapter with a variety of different controllers in the future. So if you haven't subscribed, definitely give me a subscribe, and if you like the video, definitely give me that like. Comment below. I'm definitely open to comments. If you have one of these or getting one of these, definitely let me know how you're enjoying it once it's received. Oh, and before I let you go, I just want to re-emphasize that the keypad overlay feature on this joystick is just really awesome. I mean, you could do this on an original 5200 controller, put the keypad overlay on it, but I think since 1982 or whatever year the 5200 is being used, you haven't really been able to use a keypad overlay on a controller until this has come along. So I really like the feature of that that comes with this. And then obviously I like the ambidextrous option, choosing between using your right hand or left hand and that recentering stick. Anyway, you know the great features now at this point, so definitely consider getting one if you want to spend a few bucks. All right, well, I hope you guys keep having fun out there and enjoy your lives with playing some games. We'll talk soon. Take care.